Hey guys, and welcome back to Castle Crush, and today we are going to be playing with a new mana deck, and as you can see, 2 extra crystals, 2 mana rituals. This deck is all about the high mana cards and really trying to get a lot of powerful cards out there very, very quickly. And of course, one of the powerful cards that isn't here, obviously, is the Unchained Demon, but the Unchained Demon simply doesn't work that well in a troop deck. The Unchained Demon works much, much better in a spells and buffs deck, so I couldn't really put that in here, but I put a lot of other powerful cards in, such as the Black Knight, the Skull King, the Dragon, and the Storm Elemental, and then 2 Metamorphs to see if we can quickly get a bunch of them out there without having to put them out again. Now, the problem with this, I guess, is sort of going to be the Metamorph doesn't work well with the Skull King, so we'll see if that needs to be adjusted. I could replace the Skull King with, like, Mud Elementals or Archer Queens or something like that if I need to. In fact, I kind of want to put an Archer Queen in here, but I have another video coming out with an Archer Queen, so that's probably why I'm going to hold off on that for right now, because I do have a deck that I'm coming up with which is going to feature the Archer Queen, so that should be fun. And thanks again, as usual, for all of the video suggestions. They definitely do help me decide what extra videos I should add to my list. Although sometimes I just simply can't make all of them either, so that's important to mention. There will be videos that I decide to just not make for various reasons, usually because I made them in the past and they didn't perform well. And I'll probably end up having to tell at least a few people basically that certain videos didn't perform well. So that's why I'm not going to make another one. But I think we should have some good videos coming out here pretty soon. Let's pop these Metamorphs out. And, alright, so here's what I got. We're going to rock and roll with this setup. I probably could have done that. Hold on. We've got this. I just need to do this. And then we'll do this, since I have it pushed up pretty far right here. Do that, and try to get this stuff out of here very, very quickly. Now you can see I've quickly gained the upper hand on the field of play right here. I've got 2 Storm Elementals coming out. This is going to be hard for them to counter. Very difficult for them to counter, although they took out one of the Storm Elementals. The Metamorphs are not very useful because... wait and see. If they play arrows, I'll play the Metamorphs. That's what the rule right here is. If they play arrows, I'll play the Metamorphs. No, okay, it didn't matter. But that would have been pretty easy to just play the Metamorphs if that had happened. That was a really solid start for this particular deck. Like, really, really solid start. So we'll try this again, and... the Black Knight used to be my one of my main finisher cards, and it still can be a really great finisher card. I think the Storm Elemental is interesting just because... just because the Storm Elemental, you know, you can play it in... and it puts pressure on your opponent, and it doesn't take much to play, necessarily, so... hold on here, guys. I'm waiting, and I'm waiting, and... I do in fact have a strategy, but that strategy is like... no, another one. It's very, very close to taking it out. No, no. Why? It was so close to actually taking it out. I think it's going to just take out that Metamorph. I shouldn't have done that. I should have played the Black Knight and then played the Metamorph. Come on, no. Oh my gosh, wow. That was so close. The Black Knight just gave me just enough time to actually pull that match off. That was pretty crazy, guys. I thought I was going to lose that. I wasn't really paying that much attention to their castle health, and I was convinced that I was going to lose that match, but it's not how it turned out. Thankfully, very thankfully, not how it turned out. So, 2 Black Knights, 1 Skull King in this hand, and have to wait. We have to wait right here. That was way too early to play that mana ritual. Way too early to play that. But nothing else for me to play necessarily either, so... Didn't want to give that up, but I should have thrown out one of the Black Knights. That would have been the best thing to do there. And probably arrows coming out. If they do have arrows. If they do play arrows, I'll play my Metamorph. That's how I've decided to do this with the Metamorph, is to just time it around stuff like the arrows. Times when there aren't going to be skeletons on the field. But no, they gave up. They gave up. Did they ever play a card in that match? I wasn't really paying any attention. I think they did, but I can't totally remember. So it's 2 wins, 0 losses, I think, for this so far. Yeah, 2 wins, 0 losses should be a good place to start. And this deck is obviously pretty much about waiting to see what they're going to play, and the reason why is because I can't get my cards out very quickly. So I have to wait, hope they play something high mana, toss the arrows, and there's a Black Knight. Now here is where it gets really interesting. We do this, we do this, and then we also do this. Boom, boom, boom. The 1, 2, 3 punch. They did take out 1, but there's still 2 more Black Knights to go for them. Right here, and there's a 3rd one. Put in the Storm Elemental. Man, that's a big advantage for me. They're doing work with their arrows, though. Gotta give them props on that. And so we come out with the dragon here. Maybe that was a waste because I don't know how much... Well, they froze one of the Black Knights, so... Alright, there is the Metamorph. And play the Skull Kings now. Play 1 in case they have... Because I know they have arrows, so... We'll just wait simply and see if they play... Doesn't matter, they're done. They're done, there's like no way. I had too much on the field there for them to handle. Too much for them to handle. As usual, slow start to this deck. 3 10-mana cards in my hand, and I have to hold them off until they can become available. And they played like the worst possible card they could have played. Not the worst, I guess, but... Not really, because, I mean, I haven't... The worst thing they could do is to play a Resurrection right after I arrow these. But it instantly tells me that my Metamorph is going to be, like, useless. Come on, get another Storm Elemental. There we go. There we go. So they take that Storm Elemental out. I'm going to actually play this because, well, they took out the Mage. So Black Witch coming out. That could spell some trouble for me. I'm going to try and rush them with this particular push and try to really make a good push. Good quality push. They're showing they have clears. I have a lot of the skeletons. I'm glad I have this Skull King here because that will really help with the Black Witch too. They can't really play the Black Witch as easily when there's lots of skeletons already out there, so go ahead and pull those back now. Let's try and get the double dragon out. That'll be hard for them to deal with. Very difficult for them to deal with. 2 dragons. And Top of that, we'll go with another Skull King. Their Archer Queens, though, are just tearing my dragons apart. It's crazy how that works. Well, it looks like the dragons have survived to this point. Again, I was saying 2 dragons, pretty hard to deal with. Like, you need to have some pretty serious firepower in your hand to deal with 2 dragons. So, that play worked out very nicely. And we'll see if we can do that again. I hadn't really been focusing on getting the dragons out there, but depends what my opponent's running. If they run certain stuff, it might be better to use the dragon, and other stuff less so. Okay. I'm doing this because I need to take out some health on that Unchained Demon. So, alright, so right here, going to go with that. Hopefully they can't heal it up in time. They didn't. That's why I played that the way I played it. And now we get the Storm Elemental going, and hopefully we have the advantage. Unfortunately, our cards are taking forever to get out there, so despite being at 9 mana, play this over here. Don't really want to deal with those skeletons. On the Black Knight, they'll just take it out, and there's more skeletons. Oh. So, game plan here. I can't really wait for those. You know what I mean? Like, can't really wait for them. Here, we're going to go with this. We get those out there. Now, new plan here. Play Black Knight over here. As soon as it does that, then I play the Metamorph. Another Metamorph. Okay, play the Storm Elemental there, and now we go back to this rotation. The problem is they've got this. They've got the Mage behind that. That's a huge problem. I'm gonna have to play it anyways because I don't have any other cards, and if they use Giant Growth on that Unchained Demon, I would have been in serious trouble. So I'm making a big time push right here. Again, okay, focus on the key cards. Let's get the dragon out there. That will be hard for them to deal with. Black Knight in the top lane. And still waiting on the Skull King. I think this is a good point to play the Skull King, since they already had Archer's Tribe out there. If they play arrows, I'll go Metamorph. They're not playing arrows. So, yeah, that was a hard-fought win, guys. Hard-fought win. I think that probably throughout the history of, like, all my Castle Crush videos, the Black Knight and the Skull King have probably got to be 2 of my most used cards. They're just, like, always really pretty solid. Yeah, they're trying to do that. I'm going to put this over there to try and make them nervous. At least have to burn some sort of something on that. Yeah, they did. Okay, that's no problem. I'm at max 7 right now. Gonna just put out multiple waves. What was that? That was a Giant Growth. And rock a Metamorph right here. We'll try that just in case. Probably Skeleton. Oh, I actually got the Unchained Demon. That was extremely lucky. That was a total gamble. I thought I was going to get a Skeleton. But I knew that if they got control right there, it was going to be very difficult for me to do anything about it. So now I'll probably have to wait until that one dies. But it'd be nice if they played arrows. I don't need the arrows at this point. So, oops. Can't see, like, anything. Come on, I can't. No. Picked a great time to just disconnect like that. Unfortunately, yeah, the Unchained Demon is like the worst card for me to grab out of that because Okay, actually somehow that sort of kind of worked. How did I just fight through, like, all of that? Wow, okay. I'm pretty sure they have arrows. Yeah, well, do they have arrows? I'm going to find out. If they play the arrows, then, nope. Well played, well played. That was pretty crazy. That was a crazy match right there. I did not expect that to be like that, but that was absolutely crazy. That was just one of those matches where you're like, wow, did we just play that match the way that played out? Hello. Yep, good luck. So, get rid of this one. And, right, we got the Metamorph. Pretty diverse hand here that we're looking at. The Black Knight might have been better to keep with the Metamorph, to be honest. So, alright, they're going to play that. I'm going to do this, I guess, and then we'll go like so. Put this in here. Put the Storm Elemental on the side. They'll probably just Inferno that. No. Alright, so... yeah, here's what I'd like to do is get the dragon going. And then... I'm trying to be careful because... so we're going to do this. I know the Executioner is going to just wipe those guys out, but the skeletons were so good against the Orc Warrior and the Demon right there, I couldn't really resist getting them out there. And we'll use the dragon on this, and then as soon as it's out... I just need to take that Executioner out, and then I can play the Skull King. Alright, well, it didn't work the way I was intending for it to. So, yeah, we still ended up losing most of the Skull King, which is too bad, but... and let's see what else we got here. I'm going to do this. I'm going to probably ignore the A Pirate lane because phone is always ringing in the middle of the videos. I can't really do anything about that, you know what I mean? I'm fighting back here, but this is difficult. It's tricky. Like, I can't deal with those A Pirates quite so easily. Yeah, I couldn't even take out that one. Alright, so... I just don't want to play my Black Knight against it because I know that it'll probably take it out. There's another Black Knight. I'm getting some good returns in terms of mana on these cards that I'm playing here with the Metamorphs and such. Good returns on them, but... well played. Yeah, that was a funny match right there. But again, I just ignored that A Pirate because I knew it was going to take out my Black Knights if I left it there. I mean, if I played it against them. So I just was like, we're going to ignore them and try to push the other lanes instead. And that worked out. So that is going to do it for this video. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Let me know what you thought in the comments about this video and what other types of content I should create. Maybe subscribe if you're new to my channel for all kinds of mobile gaming related content. And thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned for more videos.